Good morning. Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update for Monday, the 18th of March, 2019, just before 9:25 p.m. Central Standard Time. Very quiet stock market, as you could see. Metals a small bounce, but only into a resistance zone, not clearing much one way or the other. The market that's sticking its head up for a change seems to be the eurocurrency. I don't think you can talk too much about the pound. We don't even know if there's another vote coming up, so we have to wait and see what's going on there. The dollar under a bit of pressure. You have a two-day FOMC meeting coming up. Starts tomorrow, ends on Wednesday. OPEC came together. No April meeting. They're going to keep their production cuts right in place until June and then discuss things. You've read, I'm sure, and heard about all the flooding that's going on in the heartland of America and how it's headed down south right now. It's that annual passage. Sometimes it's much worse than others, and that's what's going on right now. We had that bomb cyclone. Now everything's melting. The ground is frozen. You get the normal thaw that's coming in. Chicago area, for example, will be in the 50s every day starting tomorrow, right, for the next 7 or 8 days. That'll help with the thaw, but it creates problems, as you can imagine, through there. When we look at the National Association of Home Builders Housing Market Index, in a little bit weaker than thought. Came in at 62. They were expecting 63. The prior month was 62. It's not a real disaster, but it's not picking up either. Here's something that I read that's a little bothersome. The South China Morning News is reporting that there may not be an April meeting between President Trump and Premier Xi, as there's still a very large difference on whether or not enforcement mechanisms should be in the package or whether it should be declared a success in principle, their agreement. The good news, and the reason the stock market's not breaking, it's the question apparently of which one of those two, not that there's no trade deal. Both President Trump and Premier Xi are scheduled to meet at the G20 in June in Osaka, Japan. Maybe that's where that'll happen. It could happen earlier. I mean, it's an awful early point in time to worry about that. I think both men want to get it done earlier rather than later, also for both of their sakes. As I said, OPEC and its allies have agreed to the production cuts through at least June. In a shift of plans, the U.S. military is now going to keep 1,000 troops in Syria instead of declaring all-out victory and pulling out. And Brazil said it is granting the U.S., it's considering it, of 750,000 tons of wheat without tariffs in exchange for other concessions that it negotiates with the U.S. You know, one of the things at this time of the year that I pay a lot of attention to are seasonal. Now, what are seasonals? You know, at different times of the year, planting, for example, in the grains right now, does it get pushed back? What takes place with it? Well, the service that I use and have used for decades is the Moore Research Center. Now, no, I don't believe, and I don't use it in a way that because it's something that's worked with a high probability year in and year out, that it's going to work this year. You'll say, why? Because I've done that in the past, lost my shirt. No, it is a tool, and it gives you an idea of what the markets have done, the probability of them doing that, where they're at, and you can look at bull and bear years to get a feel for what you're in. You know, example, are the metals in a bull or a bear year right now? I'll let you figure that out. In the grains, we have been in some down years. Is it going to continue? Which way do the seasonals work? So they show you a date of entry, date of exit for each futures contract, spread ideas, and then special reports. I mean, it's a really neat service, especially for those of you that like cycles, seasonals, and the like. We offer a 2-week free trial. All you need to do is give my staff a call. You can, of course, go to our website. If you go to the website, be sure you sign up for any of the other free offers at that point in time as well. We'll be sure to get you, when you do that, onto our mailing list for our webinars. We'll have one probably not this week, but next week again. And you can always click up here to get to that. With that, I'm Ira Epstein. I hope to see you at the end of the day with our end of the day videos. Have a great trading day.